Let's talk about all the games happened on Friday. The first game is the San Antonio Spurs lost to Detroit 131-138. This game went to overtime. Wild game. And Spurs, Zach Collins is a must roster with Jacob Pertl gone. And we got to think about all the other guys too. Well, Trey Jones is out at the moment. But Isaiah Roby possibly could be a streamer down the road with Isaiah Roby out. I guess Jeremy Sanchez is also hurt at the moment. And we also have Kelton Johnson out. But Zach Collins is the must roster, and I'll keep my eye out on Isaiah Roby because given 35 minutes, his efficiency is horrible. We know that, but he has a lot of upside getting the defensive stats. And in the short term, I think with as long as Trey Jones is out, we could stream this guy Malachi Branham, who played 42 minutes. Oh yeah, and Devontae Graham got traded to this team as well. We don't know how many minutes, so also keep an eye on Devontae Graham. Since he's traded here, he played 36 minutes this game. They gotta play somebody, right? But Zach Collins is absolutely must roster. And for the Detroit Pistons, Bogdanovich stayed. They did not trade him. Alec Burks, they did not trade him. Okay. But Kaden Hayes played 39 minutes, so he's a must roster. He goes 1 for 11. It's really bad. But it's okay. He'll be better than this. Jaden Ivey played 43 minutes. 3 for 15, no surprise. But surprisingly, made 90% of his free throws. Not bad. And we are going to have James Wiseman coming over. This game, Jalen Duren played 41 minutes. That's no problem. Really good game. I do worry that what happens when James comes over. Is he going to take Isaiah Stewart's minutes? Isaiah Stewart played 29 minutes with 5 fouls. So we'll see what happens. Jalen Duren could be a drop. Could be a drop after if James Wiseman starts, right, getting the minutes. Bogdanovich also played 32 minutes. He did not get traded. So he's going to be on this team for the rest of the way. But Alec Burks, I guess they will showcase him a little bit. Now he gets 14 minutes. Surprising they didn't trade him. Let's go to the next game, the Phoenix Suns. KD is not there yet. Also, he's injured at the time. They got the Wayne. It's a big boost on morale as well, right? You know KD's coming. The Suns, they're doing okay in the West right now. The West is very competitive. Well, they're the fifth seed. They're 7-3. Yeah, KD's gonna elevate them for sure. Maybe they can go for around the top 3. Like the Kings is catching up to the Kings is totally doable. They only 1.5 games behind. Torrey Craig is a guy that even when KD gets here, we could have him, stream him. But Josh Okogie, not much to talk about fantasy-wise on this team once KD comes over, started playing. Devin Booker played okay. Chris Paul, 9 assists and 2 steals is all right. DeAndre Ayton, it'll be interesting to see how he is going to, because KD doesn't need to take 20 field goals a game. Like, the offense can be very, very balanced, just like when he was on the Warriors. He's more than happy to share the ball and only, do those long, when the shot clock is going down, then you give the ball to KD or Devin Booker. Both are great at that. For the Pacers, did they make any trades? Nothing major, I don't think. Tyrese Halliburton, well, this game was out of control. So Tyrese, Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, they all had a pretty rough game. The minutes they're all pretty low. Benedict Mathurin played 33 minutes, had 1 3, 22 points. Yeah, it's not too bad. He could be streamed, but that's really the only guy that I'm interested in. This TJ McConnell is absolutely must roster every time Tyrese Halliburton is out. I think we all know that at this point. Go to the next game. The New York Knicks lost to the Sixers. Yep, the Sixers are tough to beat at home. 108-119. They traded away Cam Reddish, and they got back. Who did they get back? Josh Hart, right? Josh Hart. So, is Joshua going to start? I don't think so, right? Unless Quentin Grimes come off the bench. But Quentin Grimes, minutes is good, but not really doing anything. I mean, he hit some threes. Efficiency is good, I guess. But the guy doesn't get defensive stats, so I don't think he's fantasy relevant. Jalen Brunson has a huge game, 30 points. Julius Randle had 30 points as well, but it didn't matter. RJ had 19 points. But look at the Knicks' defensive stat. As a team, they had 1 steal. Isaiah Hartenstein had 3 blocks. I mean, he could be streamed at the moment. As long as Mitchell Robinson is out. Sixers, I don't think they made any major trades, but finally we see a game where Tyrese Maxey played more minutes. Finally, he plays 32 minutes. And I don't know what's going on. Are they going to start him eventually? Not eventually, but maybe it's just a better fit for him to come off the bench and D'Anthony Melton starts. But it's not guaranteed Melton is going to get 25 minutes every single night. So, if he gets like 25 minutes a night, I think he's still a must roster. 18 minutes is definitely not. And he also was struggling pretty hard. While Tyrese Maxey was a plus 27, he was a minus 13. That's why they didn't give him the minutes. But the past 2-3 games, Tyrese Maxey only played around 23 minutes, which is not good. He had 5 threes here, very good. Harden had 12 assists, 20 points. Yeah, Harden is on this team. He's just doing a lot of facilitating. Joel Embiid, 35. Yeah, great game from Joel Embiid, and he's the 3rd ranked player this year. Sorry, 4th, because Shai had a big game last night. But top 4, still pretty good. PJ Tucker, not as relevant, and Tobias Harris had. Yeah, I think with everybody healthy, he just doesn't get enough usage. The next game, the Charlotte Hornets and the Celtics. Celtics beat them, score 127 points. Jason Tatum has another big game. Yeah, versus Charlotte Hornets, it's kind of expected. And Mark Williams, wow, 31 minutes. He needs to be rostered as well. Absolutely must roster. I don't think anybody's coming in yet. So he'll be the starting center. He's going to get a lot of minutes too. So go grab him. If he's out down the waiver wire, he should put up some. If you're a center in the NBA, you get 30 minutes. You need to be rostered. Same thing with the point guards, because they're supposed to be getting some assists. Right? Big men, you're supposed to get rebound and blocks. And then a lot of ways, all they do is threes and D. Those guys could be, just streaming options. Gordon Hayward, 8 points, 6 assists, 2 steals. Is he a must roster? I don't think so. And Kelly Oubre Jr. is going to be back eventually. So how he's going to come off the bench. But that means maybe Gordon loses a few minutes every night. We'll see. PJ Washington continues to rack up the defensive stats. 1 steal and 3 blocks is great. Terry Rozier had 27 points and 3 steals with 3 threes. LaMelo had 24 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds, and a steal, and 2 threes. He was a minus 21. Okay. We look at the Celtics. Tatum played great. Yep. With Jaylen Brown out, he should have a pretty good week. And Derrick White needs to be, he's absolutely must roster with Jaylen Brown out. It's obvious to see that because he scored 33 points, 10 assists, a steal, and 3 blocks with 8 threes. Wow. Really good shooting night by him. And surprisingly, Malcolm Brogdon only played 18 minutes. We should also have him with Jaylen Brown out. Robert Williams, 16 rebound is nice, but where's the blocks? Had committed 4 fouls in 26 minutes. He's been very disappointing all year, but he's too good to drop. Al Horford was out, so Grant Williams started, did a bit of everything. But he's not. I don't think we need to stream Grant Williams. For the Jazz, right? They made a couple of trades. Basically, it just absolutely freed up Walker Kessler now. He's the starting center. He's gonna play 30 minutes a night. Great game here, 23 points and 9 rebounds. No defense, no blocks, and he struggled from free throw line, but he's gonna be a top 30, 40 player in category leagues rest of the season, I think. Colin Sexton also needs to be picked up. He's the starting guard on this team. He's gonna get a lot of minutes. So he provided defensive stats as well. 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. We know who he is when he was with the Cavaliers. Doesn't really get a lot of defensive stats. Mainly provide the scoring, but either way, if he's out down the waiver wire, we should go pick him up. Lauri Markkanen had 23 points and 9 rebounds. Yeah, with Mike Conley out, is that going to impact their offense a little bit? Because he's the guy that's consistently gets you 7 assists, get everybody set up. We'll see. Kelly Olynyk played well, 8 assists, a steal and a block. He's also a must roster with Vanderbilt gone. All the minutes are there for him. For the Raptors, yep, Pirtle is going to come over. he's gonna start. Oh, he did not start. He had 5 fouls in 70 minutes, but I don't think it changes much to their rotation. To be honest, sometimes they're still gonna go big, right? Sometimes they're gonna go small with Siakam at the center, who played well this game. Siakam dominated. Scotty Barnes, of course, struggled. Had 9 assists, which was nice. Gary Trent had 3 steals and 2 threes, while Framley continues to continue his somewhat disappointing campaign. But he's still the 21st ranked player. As bad as he, averaging 20 points, 3 threes, pretty good. 3 threes is really good. 6.4 assists and 1.6 steals. So overall, but it's just every time I look at his stats, a little bit disappointing. All right, we go to the next game. The Houston Rockets, 95-97. What a low-scoring game. Kevin Porter Jr. is still out. They traded away Eric Gordon. That just means more minutes for Jason Tate, maybe? Let's see what happens. Jason Tate, 30 minutes Jason Tate, we could stand stream him. But one thing is clear, Kenny Martin Jr. needs to be rostered. I mean, he should be rostered already with all the injuries going on before this. He was starting getting the minutes. And finally, the defensive stats coming. 2 steals and 2 block. He's a good field goal guy. He can get defensive stats. He can grab rebounds. Can hit some threes as well. So let's go grab him. Jabari Smith. Wow, shot 50% from the field. Great. And they only scored 95 points. Huh. Jalen Green, of course, when you're playing a good defense, he's going to go 5 for 19. 11 points. He's really up and down. When he's playing a team like Charlotte Hornets, he's going to score a lot. Versus a good defensive team, he's going to struggle. That's kind of expected. For April Şengül, also not the best game, but made his free throws here. For the Heat, Jimmy Butler, 2 steals and a block, 16 points. Okay, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. And Ben really just... This year, his offensive game is really good. 20 points with 7 for 11 efficiency, 6 for 7 from the free throw line with adding some defensive sets as well. And where's Kyle Lowry? As long as he's out, Gabe Vincent, I think we need to stream him. Added 4 assists, 2 steals and a block, and hit 1 3 with 5 points. And Tyler Hero continued his pretty impressive campaign. I haven't checked in on him in a while. He's still around the 50th spot, 52nd ranked player. Really good game here, 31 points, and did a bit everything, 8 assists as well. With 9 rebounds and hit 5 threes. The next game, the Timberwolves. Wow, Mike Conley played this game. They lost, unfortunately, the first game, but I think it's a good fit, right? Now he reunites with Rudy Gobert. Maybe he knows how to get the ball to him. Only played 25 minutes, but if you have Mike Conley, you should want to roster him. That's great. Anthony Edwards, I think with D'Lo Gone helps everybody. Anthony Edwards, Cat, whenever Cat comes back. He's been out for so long, there's no update from him either. Maybe after the All-Star break. 17 points, 5 assists, a steal and 2 blocks, but I think it's not bad. Rudy had 2 blocks and 10 rebounds. Not a bad game. This year his block numbers are really low, so let's see if he can keep up the 2 blocks a game. Kyle Anderson only played 17 minutes. Why did he only play 17 minutes? But just enjoy him while you can, because when Cat comes back, he's going to be droppable. And Jaden McDaniels has been pretty bad. Close to a drop. Oh, this game was out of... yeah, that's why the minutes is super low. I guess it wasn't close, so they just gave up. And we look at the Grizzlies. They didn't. I don't think they did a single trade. They're happy with where they are right now. Jaren Jackson Jr. continues his defensive player of the year campaign. 1 steal, 4 blocks, 15 points. He's a plus 24. Great. Dylan Brooks was a -3 in his 14 minutes. Committed 6 fouls. Crazy. And with Steven Adams out, Xavier Tillman is a guy that we could stream. Sure, he added 2 steals. Desmond Bane had a decent game, and Ja had almost a triple-double with 3 steals. Pretty impressive. But 3 for 6 from the free throw line. Yeah, I mean, this Grizzlies team, they're okay with where they are. They don't really need to make any changes. But a lot of other teams in the West got better, so... they didn't get... So, in a way, they got worse because the competition got better. Right. The Cleveland Cavaliers, the Pelicans, they just been losing games. I know Zion has been out. They're right now the 8th seed, 3-7 in the last 10. Pretty bad. But Cavaliers is a good team. But They shouldn't lose by 11 at home. Donovan, great. He's been really bad. Not bad, but he hasn't been scoring a lot lately. So this game will get him back on track. 30 hopefully 30 points. 30 points with 3 threes. Darius Garland only played 23 minutes. Maybe they played too many games. They need to rest him a little bit. Yvonne Mobley and Jerry Allen both had 2 blocks. Both had a huge game. Especially Mobley. 13 points, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. 28 points. Won a game from him. But again, this team also didn't make much changes. And fantasy-wise, yeah, no injury, so not much to talk about. And for the Pelicans, they have Brandon Ingram. That's great, 25 points. He's healthy, he's playing. 8 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal. Great efficiency. Good to see him, at least just playing. And when Zion comes back, they can make some noise. Did they make any trade? I can't remember. They didn't make any major changes, I don't think. CJ had a pretty rough game, but added 5 assists and 2 steals. And Herbert Jones, we should continue rostering him. I mean, in category leagues, yes, but in points leagues, yeah, we don't need him. He mainly provides a defensive stat, which he did here, 1 steal and a block. And Trey Murphy, as long as Zion is out, he's getting minutes. He's a must roster. Hit 2 threes here with 17 points with good efficiency. And Larry Nance Jr. and Valanciunas continue to split the minutes. What are you gonna do with Valanciunas? 2 could do job. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next game, the Oklahoma City Thunder. This game was wild. Shai scored 42 points to beat them, which is very, very impressive. He just didn't miss shots. 13 for 16 versus the Blazers defense. Yeah, Blazers defense is not good. 18 for 19 from the free throw line. What a game from him. Crazy good. 7 assists with 2 steals and a block. Josh Giddey, in comparison, didn't do so well. Only played 20 minutes. They gave a lot of backup minutes to Isaiah Joe, give it to Trey Mann. So he continued to disappoint, to be honest, this year. Jalen Williams had 3 steals, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds with it. He's been amazing, Jalen Williams. Just doing everything. He is the 114th ranked player, but he's averaging 1.2 steals and 0.45 blocks. I mean, if you check the last month, probably around 1.5 steals and 0.7 point blocks. That's really good. So, go. If he's still out there on the waiver wire in category leagues, he's a must roster. Aaron Wiggins, not so much. Kendrick Williams played 27 minutes. Didn't do much as well. Yeah, this Thunder center thing, when Poku comes back, maybe Poku could be picked up, because he can really put up some numbers as well. But what a game from Shai for the win. And for the Blazers, they traded away Josh Hart and they got back Cam Reddish. They started him right away and only played him 17 minutes. That is very interesting. And they played Shaedon Sharpe 28 minutes, Nassar Little 24 minutes. Right now, nobody's really worth picking up, I don't think. If you want to, I don't think Cam Reddish needs to be picked up, to be honest. Even he played 30 minutes, I don't know how many. If he can get a lot of steals, then maybe it's worth it. Jeremy Grant did not get traded, 23 points and 2 3. But where's this Blazers team going? Everybody else got better, and they're just doing some small trades. Dame, of course, great game, 38 points, but he was a minus 21 with 6 threes, 9 assists. Fernie Simons didn't play so well, but added a steal at 6 assists. That's surprising. And Drew Eubanks, yes, we want to have him as long as Yusuf Nurkic is out. Let's go to the next team. The Dallas Mavericks. No Luka yet. So we're going to have to wait for one more game to see Luka and Kyrie. Kyrie played super well. 12 for 12 on the free throw line with 10 assists. Great game from him again. Tim Hardaway Jr., Reggie Bullock, Josh Gray. Let's just pick up these 3 guys and see what happens when Luka plays. See the minute distribution. But they should have a lot of opportunity to shoot threes. Like Tim Hardaway Jr. had 10 threes. He got off 10 threes. I like him the best. His efficiency is going to be really bad, but he can give you some scoring in threes. And then Josh Green and Reggie Bullock, they both got 35 plus minutes. So, and Christian Wood, oh man, it's bad. Only 12 minutes. Only 12 minutes. And so when Luka plays, how many minutes are they really going to play him? He was playing really, really well before he got here. He was like a top 20, 30 player. So the swings are crazy. I'm not going to drop him yet. See what happens with Luka, and maybe he's just coming back from an injury, so needs some time to kind of ramp up. And for the Kings, who won this game actually? Oh wow, they beat Kings, the third seed, so not easy to beat them at Kings at Sacramento. Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox continue to play like all stars, like they are. 33 points for De'Aaron Fox. Made his free throws surprisingly. De'Aaron Fox, he was really hot to start of the season and then kind of fall off. 46 ranked player, 79% from the free throw line. So he really improved his free throw this year. Kevin Huerter, 15 points. Sabonis, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. Not bad. Those are not bad numbers. Keegan Murray and Harrison Barnes didn't really do much. But these guys are, in the playoffs, if you don't need the scoring, right, and threes, they don't really do anything. So if you need big man stats, you should drop them, stream some guys with big man stats. If you need guards, like steals and assists, they don't provide those as well, so you can drop somebody. You can drop them to get somebody. All right, the last game of the night. The Milwaukee Bucks went to Clippers and beat them by 13. Oh, they won 10 straight very quietly. So they got Jay Crowder. So on paper, Jay Crowder is supposed to help them. But again, I mean, they're still the second favorite to win it all, I think. Behind the Celtics. That tells you and they have to play each other to get out of the East. So the odds are saying that whatever team comes out of the East is probably favored versus the team on the West. But we'll see. Giannis, great game, 35 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals. Brook Lopez, what a great game. 22 points, 15 rebounds. So yeah, he's been really, really good all year. And where's Chris Middleton? He came off the bench last game. Yep, he's out for rest. Drew Holiday had added 6 assists and 2 steals. I mean, it's okay. They got a bunch of other guys can really step in. Pat Connaughton, Grayson Allen, right? The big thing is, what Middleton is good is end of the game situations. You can just kind of give him the ball and ask him to get a bucket. Because Giannis can do that for sure, but maybe not as well as Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton just have more things in his bag to score the basketball. And for the LA Clippers, where are they going with Kawhi Leonard out? Paul George goes 8 for 23. 3 threes, 19 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal. Pretty rough shooting night. Marcus Morris Sr., this team. Norman Powell is the only guy that I'll be interested in streaming for now. And he only got 24 minutes, had 16 points and 1 3. 9 for 10 from the free throw line, it's great. But where is this Clippers team going as well? I mean, they didn't really make any trades. While a couple of Western Conference teams, I mean, even the Lakers got better, I think. And that's it, guys. I'll see you next time.